Good morning, this is Reid Seals for AM 1340 WGRV. I'm here for our monthly interview with Greene County Mayor David Crum. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, Reid. Good morning, Greene County.
Let's just start off with talking about the house that the commission considered purchasing on Monday. What are some ideas of what the county would do with the house if they did purchase it? And please explain the history behind the house being offered for sale.
Okay, the history of the house, the family actually came to me well over a year ago, probably shortly after I took office. It's kind of an estate. I think the patriarch and matriarch are deceased now, and they're looking to sell the house, so they wanted to come to us first since it borders our property. They talked about a price. I told them that I didn't think we were interested. Now they've come back and asked again and have offered it for the assessed value. And so I didn't want to make that decision. It is there on our property. The commissioners may have some vision of what it would be useful for, to move our clinic out, to take down and make parking. I don't have a particular vision on what this house would be utilized for county, but they've made an offer. And since it does adjoin our property, the commissioners chose to pull that. And let's take a look and see what might be needed to remodel the house to make it compliant with all the requirements if we put some offices in there, or is it best utilized for us to take down and make a parking lot out of. So that's why I guess Commissioner Tucker said, let's pull it and see what some of the cost and things are. But the family came to us. They're looking to sell the property. And so it's kind of like this side. If somebody's interested in that house, it is for sale. So you could contact the property owner if you wanted to buy it. And we have no hold on the house. They've come to us, but if they could get what they were being asked for, I'm sure the commission would say, go ahead and sell it at your property.
And now for the hot button topic. What is your opinion on the one high school vote?
Well, you and I have mentioned, you've asked me this before, and I made my comment, and my opinion in favor of the one high school, which is the recommendation, is basically for the technical school aspect. The kids that go to the 4 county high schools now, we talk about busing. Well, you're busing every kid that goes to a county high school to the technical school, and it's a hindrance for them to be able to participate in other activities. So because they're on the bus that time in order to go down and back, so they're missing out on a lot of school activities and things while they're away. It would also give that student that may be looking at a college technical path that may want some hands-on in welding, mechanical type processes that could be done at the tech center, because the jobs that we see, and I think the future back, if you go back for the last 30-plus years, 40, we've pushed college. You've got to go to college. Well, that shift has changed as manufacturing has advanced, and we've got jobs. All you have to do is ride around, and you see so many of our manufacturers have signs out. And with the advanced manufacturing, which could be facilitated with the tech, we could bring our young people through high school and through the technical school to be ready for those advanced manufacturing jobs. So my opinion, for the training and education of our young people to be able to leave high school and move into a good job in manufacturing, the one high school fits that needs the best and provides the opportunities. So that would be my opinion on why one high school would be the best for the county.
Now, what would be your response? Because some people have mentioned this, that there will be a lack of opportunity for sports for kids at the one county high school.
Well, I won't completely disagree with that one. I think you completely miss. And if I'm wrong, I apologize, but my understanding is North Greene girls go to Chucky Doak to play soccer. So you have some high schools that may not be able to be fielding a team. But if you've got that one high school, yeah, you may have some young people that are playing on the varsity football now that may not be able to get there. But my thing is, you are allowing them to come in as freshmen and play on a freshman team and build their skills and develop. And I say you got that 645-pound young man that comes in as a freshman that gets his head knocked off by that 6'2", 245-pound, 18, 19-year-old senior. And he's like, I don't know this is fun. So I think you have some opportunities for some freshmen, maybe some JV teams that allows kids to develop for that varsity sport. And the other side is, are there sports out there like lacrosse and things that are becoming popular that our kids would now, maybe they're not the football or basketball or something, but lacrosse and some other sports that are picking up in popularity that we could add to for that. And the club aspect and things. I saw on the news, it's been probably a month ago, and I forget where, it was just somewhere up in this area, local news on like the Abingdon or somewhere, where they were doing robotics and things like that I think you can slide in some clubs and activities for those young people that allows them to find their niche that may not be sports. And I was out at Bayleton days back in summer listening to North Green's band, and I'm like, they're pretty good. You put 4 of them together, they become real good, and it feeds that program for the person that's into music. So are we going to focus on sports, or are we going to focus on educating and training our kids for their lifetime to provide the skills? Now, we can argue, yes, sports provide that. Love baseball, really enjoy it. Didn't have the skills to particularly go past that Little League Babe Ruth. But as I always say, there comes a point in time all of us are going to have to quit playing sports. There may be some things that we can still do to exercise and be healthy, but that high school football days, is that all we're going to focus on, is being that high school football athlete? So,
now, on a lighter note, in reference to the sports teams, Chairman of the board, Rick Tipton, had a good suggestion. If there was the one high school, they'd be the Greene County Saints, so they'd be the Saints versus the Devils. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Are there any updates on the EMS wage increase from the study?
That's one of the things that we've got that study. I agree with Brad Peters. There were some flaws in that I read that contract stuff, but there were some flaws. But the bottom line, I think we all agree on, is we're losing people and we're having difficulty staffing now. One is people aren't going into the profession, but the other is the wages that we're paying are not competing with the surrounding. So I think we'll have to look at this year, looking at adjusting those wages. I don't think we can take it all at once, but I think we've got to do something to entice people to work at EMS here. And bottom line is the bottom line. They're looking at what is it providing me for disposable income. And then you get into the thing, and I'll go down that the commission's going to say, how do we give one classification employees a raise and not others? And my argument to that would be, are we filling the other positions? Am I able to staff positions in other departments? And the answer for the most part is yes. So we're doing okay there. We can't fill them at EMS, and it all comes down to that. So you have to look at what's your market and meet that market to get to your labor force.
And this has been a controversial issue, U.S. Nitrogen. So can you tell us about all of your experiences when you've gone down there and talked with people down at U.S. Nitrogen?
They're receptive to me, but of course I'm the county mayor. And I've told them they're kind of their own worst enemy. And some, they're not a public relations-oriented company. They're a manufacturing organization, and that's what they want to do. But they're well-regulated. We see that. You're going to have people that are never going to believe that they're regulated, they're monitored, they're controlled, but they are. They're being watched. They don't want an accident. They don't want an incident. They want production to work well. So it's always, I think, going to be something that is monitored and paid attention to, and what can we do to work with them to ensure that they're continuously trying to improve their process and be a safe place. And but yeah, it's a hot topic issue.
And now for our normal ending question, what's going on here in Greene County this month?
A bunch. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, and we do have a bunch of stuff. Our offices will be closed for Christmas Monday and Tuesday. We'll be closed that New Year's Monday, and we put on the agenda the convenience centers are closed on New Year's, and because so many things going on, South Greene is typically closed on Tuesdays, but because of the holiday and things going on, it will be open Tuesday from 10 to 6. That's not a permanent. That's just that week, so anybody that utilizes it. I'd like to speak and congratulate Tusculum College on their selection of Dr. Hurley. I've met him, very likable. He has a lot of visions for what Tusculum College, I guess, looking at a name change to a university and some additional programs and things out there. So it's exciting. I mean, we've got a small school right here that provides some great opportunities for young people here. So congratulate them on that and their change, and wish them much continued success. Dr. Moody was very gracious. It was good getting to know her in my job as mayor, and so I look forward to getting to know Dr. Hurley better. I'm trying to look. There's the Ladies Classic.
Starts next week.
Yeah. Tip-off is right there, and there's probably some other basketball around, typically the Arby's Classic.
That's on the day after Christmas, I think.
Yeah. And
at least Greenville is playing the day after Christmas.
Okay. So, get out, have a safe Christmas, Happy New Year's. Oh, New Year's down on Main.
Yeah, midnight on Main.
Yeah, and we've attended that. It's fun. There's a lot of things going on. Glanced, a lot of the churches have Christmas Eve services, things. So,
especially considering it's on Sunday this year.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Reed, can you think of anything else? It's just my schedule's pretty well packed. So hope everyone
having a Andrew Johnson birthday celebration next week on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot
down
of things
at the cemetery.
Okay. Race Across America. Just happened
last weekend.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things you can do, but everybody be safe and have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I guess we'll be back here in January seeing if Reed's been naughty or nice, won't we?
I guess we'll have to see. Well, thank you, Mayor, for joining us today, and this is AM 1340 WGRV. I'm Reid Seals, and we will see you next month.